song sanh chẳng không thấy hãy nói ai là linh dân trong đi xa đó cây bỏ bánh phê công thay sổ đi muốn pro tê xa truông quân bó xanh ai đường cánh với ngô ôi các miền phanh nhà và con đi tình nhau. Zoom ảnh mô tê nia cho khó tên smile. Sa thu. Zoom ảnh mô tê nia bon. Sa thu. Zoom ảnh mô tê nia phép thô đam bay nâng dâu pa nhá đi đi chuồn. Sa thu.
Venerable members of the Sangha, dear brothers and sisters in Dhamma, in this evening, you all are here to celebrate one of the special person, family, in order to pay your gratitude and appreciation towards his duty to be a father, grandfather, mother, grandmother, and friends, and a family. Buddha mentioned Katanyu Katavedi Puggalo Dullabo Lokasmi. In this world, it is very rare who is able to pay respect, gratitude, or appreciation towards the person's duties. Today you are celebrating Mr. and Mrs. Gunawut family, Mr. Gunawut and Mrs. Yom Neem, and also Miss Roanyu. We need to pay our gratitude, appreciation while they are living. That's the best time for us to pay our respect and gratitude towards a person. So it is very grateful, memorable, meritorious karma that you are conducting here. All the members, friends, family, get together celebrating person's life. Buddha mentioned the greatest happiness in the world is not gaining, earning material, but just smiling and living happily and just generating meritorious deeds and following and conducting such great life. So happiness that you are experiencing at the moment is more than any other happiness that we seek from other material gainings, what we call spiritual happiness. The spiritual happiness only we can gain through paying respect to triple gems and listening, following the Dhamma. So you are dedicated towards Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha to gain this happiness. It's called Santutti Paramandana. The greatest dana or gain is Santutti, means happiness. we all aware Mr. and Mrs. Gunawut family and Miss Yom Yok. They are so happy today. I can see their face is a smiling face. And I think you remember Visakha, one of the very close devotees of the Buddha. She built Pubbarama, one of the temples in India. Once she built that temple, donated to members of the Sangha, and that night, the same night she donated, she was singing and going around the temple and wandering around the temples. The monks saw her attitudes. Monks thought she's upset of donating, she's upset of giving away her own money. So they thought she's now mad, confused. And then the monks told Buddha, Venerable Sir, Visakha, she's having some kind of mental problems. Then Buddha said, don't tell such way. She's such a great being, and she's smiling and singing all around the temple because of the happiness that she gained donating the temple to community of the monks. So if Mr. or Mrs. Gunawut, if they're singing on bed, going around in the house at night, don't surprise. They are just simply singing or even singing in dream. You don't have to worry. Simply he's expressing happiness that he gained through this celebration, gratification that he received from the family and friends. So in this moment, I like to bring your attention to few things. This is time to listen Dhamma. So the Dhamma means reality and truth. So the reality that we try to understand is we call Dhamma. You know how many group of Dhammas, categories of the Dhammas in Buddha's teaching? There are 84,000 of Dhamma categories. 84,000. It's not just limited to a single book. There is Bible and Mahabharata, Quran, limited their teachings into one single book. But Buddha's teaching is not limited to one single book, but at least 50 to 60 books. You have to have a little cart to bring whole Buddha's teaching. 84,000 of teachings. So, we are fortunate to learn at least few categories of the Buddha's teaching. It teaches karma and action and reaction. It teaches Four Noble Truth, Eight Noble Path, Four Foundations of Mindfulness, Five Aggregates, Six Sense Bases. There are so many. But if we try to learn most important teachings, which is important for us to manage our life towards wholesomeness. Wholesomeness means manage our life towards good karma, good actions. Once we do good actions, the consequences, the result, also good result. Reactions, also good reactions. Once we do bad karma, the bad karma also chasing us similar to a bullock cart. Good karmas chasing us similar to a shadow. The shadow behind us, it doesn't bother us. It's simply nothing giving us troubles or problems. So, Mr. Gunavut, he has done enormous meritorious kammas in his life. Since we met, I know he's been such a very dedicated person to the temple. It's not just sitting in the office and signing papers, writing checks, collecting money. More than that, he spent his most of the time to landscape in the temple. All these beauty that he the one guided, and I saw how much he spent and how much he spent time to make this place as a beautiful and magnificent place. So, donating materially and time and energy, we can calculate all those act as dana, means giving. So he has done enormous good karmas for the community, generations to come. So many meritorious karmas he has done. So those karmas chasing him like a shadow behind him. He has invested good karmas for many lives to be success. That's the most important thing. So he has done enormous good karma. So Buddha said, once if we do good karmas, we inherited that karma. Karma is our relatives. Karma that we are going alone with. Karma is the one dividing into places, to person, to status, and good or bad, happiness, sadness, rich or poor, ugly or beauty, and wealthy and success. All these connections, sections, because of karma. In one particular sutra, in Majjhima Nikaya, the middle length section of the Buddha's teaching, sutra, the discourses, there is a sutra called Chulla Kamma Vibhanga Sutta. In that sutra, one person questioned from the Buddha, Venerable Sir, why people different one to other? Each and everyone having different attitudes, different looks, different habits, and different family life. What are the reasons for these changes, these differences? Buddha said, there are reasons. Some people live long, some people live short. Why people live short? Because those people have done pranagata. Pranagata, what we call when we observe in precept, panatipata veramani. I abstain from not killing. So those people have killed many living beings or even single living beings. The result of that, those people living short. Whoever respect others' beings, rescue others' beings, protect other beings, even themselves, they are able to live long. They are able to live long because of they haven't killed any living beings intentionally, which is very important in Buddhism. If you do anything intentionally, it can be karma, either good or bad karma. So, in order to live long, Buddha said, what we should do, we should refrain from killing. Refrain from killing is the way to live long. And the second one, Buddha said, why, Venerable Sir, some people always sick? Some people live healthy. What is the reason? Buddha said, well, if you harm others, if you harm someone, then that person always gets sick. Different types of sicknesses, different type of difficulties, health issues arising due to harming others by clothes, by weapons, not killing but harming. Killing and harming, two different things. So harm to other, it makes someone get into sicknesses. Then he understood that. He said, if someone does not harm others, that person is able to live healthy. Arogya paramalabha. That's the most important gaining of living healthy. Sicknesses always putting us in troubles, making confuse ourselves. So therefore, we all need to live healthy. In order to living healthy, we should not harm others. This including themselves. Some people, they suicide. That's a similar karma of killing others. Why? Because our own body is not belong to us. Our own body is another body. It is not belong to us. If my body is belong to me, I must have a control of my body. If I get sick, I must have control of not getting into sicknesses. If I am getting old, I must have control of not to getting old. So we do not have our own body's control. So therefore, Buddha said, even my own body, even our own bodies are not belong to us. So therefore, if I kill myself, means that is similar karma, bad actions as killing others. So even harming others ourselves. Some people, they cut themselves. Once they get angry, they cut themselves. And then they hit their head onto walls and doing kind of things and harming themselves. So Buddha said that should not do or harming others in order to live long. And third one, Buddha said, why some people get ugly and some people very pretty and beautiful. And Buddha said, jealousy is the main cause, main reason in order to people turn into ugly person. Some people are very ugly, some people are very beautiful. So the reason why they are being jealous at somebody. If other people wearing nice shirt and having good jewelries, having nice houses, nice cars, nice family, wealthy, educated, successful family, and some others, they are jealous at them. The consequences of being jealous is born as a ugly person. Most ladies, they very much of care of their beauty. It is very important for them to be in beauty. So, if they jealous at someone, they reborn, or even in this very life, their face, their body can turn into be ugly. Sometimes some people are beautiful, pretty at the beginning, later on their face or body turn into ugly. Kind of health issues. It's not naturally, but some other issues could turn into ugly. So the reason why being jealous. So Buddha said, don't jealous at someone. If someone having wonderful, beautiful, pretty life, if someone having a very successful life, don't jealous at them. Just happy or just appreciate of their success. Just giving some kind of feedback to their successful life. And it brings us happiness, plus we can maintain our beauty, plus we can reborn as a beautiful person life after. And the fifth one, Buddha said, some people insignificance. Some people insignificance, influential. Why? Because some people are very proud in the society. Some people, they always down. Nobody care, nobody pay respect. So we can see some people always respect, very respectful people. They are in society, in high level in the society. Some people are in low level in society, even though rich, even though educated, but still it's not having such a life. So because of the anger, jealousy cause these problems. If we are not jealousy or angry to someone, we are significant and influential, that both we can separate. And some people are poor and rich. Poor, some people are very poor. Some people are very rich. Because poor, they are not generous. They don't give away. They always try to hold things. They only take care of himself, not even family, not even others. Some people, they just consume themselves, they are not sharing. So which makes someone poor. If someone very generous, offering, donating, and that makes someone rich in the society. And the sixth one, Buddha said, some people in lower caste and higher caste. Some people are in India, you can see a lot of people experiencing the caste problems. The caste problems makes people down, and Buddha rejected but that caste system, because people having kind of proud, or is kind of, they think that in the society they are the one only better being. They do not respect others. So which makes someone to born in a lower caste. The seventh one, Buddha said, is some people are very wise, some people are very foolish, uneducated. Buddha said, if you share your knowledge with others, you will be reborn as a wise person, able to learn, able to understand, and able to receive good education, and able to get very good memory system. So if you are not sharing your knowledge to someone, then that person will be born as a dull person or dumb person. So in order to reborn as a wise person, we need to teach, we need to share, we need to put our time, effort, energy to educate someone. Not bad things, good things, wholesome things, important things. These are the things that we should teach someone in order to keep in the society in better level. So these 14 kind of teachings, differences that Buddha mentioned to the Brahmin. Why? Because he asked questions, why differences in the society? Why these differences in the society? Why people having low life and better life, higher life, poor, rich, good, bad, all these differences. So Buddha told these are the reasons. So if you think of yourself, reflect yourself, what kind of karmas that you have done. So we need to make that judgment. There are no such person to judge ourselves. Judge ours, our life. So there is no God to judge our life. There are no person to put us into places. Kammang satte vibhajati yadidang hina panitataya. The karma is the one dividing people into higher or low. So our main person is karma, not a God. So, we have to reflect ourselves. If I am having such a problems, one of those problems, so I have to think myself, if I am poor person, so I should try to overcome that, my bad karma, not even this life, but at least life after. So I must be generous. Then the questions come, if I am poor, how can I be generous? I don't have nothing to give, nothing to offer. But generous is not only of giving money. Generous, that you can generous by donating, offering, contributing your time. If you don't have nothing to give, you can spend your time helping others. And if you are poor, you may think, well, I am poor, what can I do in order to overcome this poverty? Then the answer is, I can share my knowledge, learn something and share my knowledge, which is called Dhammadana. Sharing Dhamma, also a dana, generosity. Shramadana, giving our energy, our time, physical support to someone is also dana. So, if you reflect yourself, what kind of person I am, then you can find the answer, then you can find the solution. So in Buddhism, for every single thing that we can find solutions. For happiness, sadness, poor, rich, we can find the reason, the cause. Because Buddhism goes with cause and effect. There's nothing without cause. Everything because of cause. Must be a cause. What we call Hetupala. Hetupala Dhamma. It must be a cause. So therefore, you are here because of good cause you have done. Good meritorious karmas, pubbhecha kata punyata. If you have done good karma in the past life, then in this life, we are able to meet noble people, noble friends. And even in order to follow in Buddhism, Buddha's teaching, you must have done enormous good karmas. You know, I'm not criticizing other religions, but the one religion, it says that if you are not following my religion, my teaching, it's okay to beheading that person. Killing is the way to go to heaven. Why? Because he or she not following my teachings. And also in one of the holy books, it says, if you find anyone who is not following my teachings, arrest them, kill them, or put them in jail. So, if you have done any wrong, bad karmas, cut that person's neck, limbs, is the way to go to. That's the judgment of God. If you look at their laws and regulations, there's no excuse. They're beheading you in public. And they said, and giving kind of harmfulness to animal is the way to go to heaven. This is what they call as a holy things. When they hit the World Trade Center, they prayed to God, hit the World Trade Center. They believed once they do it, kill many as people, who against to them. Americans, most of them Christian, Catholic, they against them. So therefore, they hit it and kill as many as people. What they believe, they can go to heaven, sitting with the God, even having coffee together. That much close that they can meet with God because of doing such heinous act. But you are very fortunate, we are very fortunate. Why? Because we are not under that types of belief or religions. We respect humanity. We follow love, compassion, kindness. That's the greatest things we find from the Buddhist teaching. When you chant, when you listen to chant, those every single words are all kind and compassionate words. Nothing hatred in there. Buddha never ever command, catch them, arrest them, put them jail, kill them and so forth. Never ever said. Protect them, serve them, give them and respect them. Those are the kind words we can find from the Buddha. That's why chanting makes powerful. When we listen chanting, those are soothing, soothing voice make us happy and feel much better of listening that those chantings. Why? Because all those are very kind and compassionate words. So you cannot find any single word of hatred in Buddhism. Do not hate, do not harm, do not kill. So, respecting other beings. So, this is the main teachings of the Buddhism. So, we are so fortunate. We have done enormous good karmas in the past life. That's why we are able to get together. We are able to associate noble friends. We are able to live in harmony. And we are able to concentrate our mind and body. So there are so many things we can learn from Buddha's teaching. So from 84,000, if we learn at least most important things, then we are preparing for life after. Not kind of bad life, but very spiritual and success and prosperous life. So just understand these consequences and action and reactions in Buddhism. So please be happy and joy by paying gratitude to one of the members of the society, and paying respect by the children and friends. It is very important religious act, not even only religious, but is humane act. So we hope Mr. and Mrs. Gurnawood family, they're so happy today, and your support, your help, got together, make all these success, bring them enormous happiness, and let us wish, may they all be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them, may no problems come to them, may no difficulties come to them, may they live long, may finally attain ultimate happiness of the nirvana. Please say 3 times sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May you all be well and happy and peaceful. May you be protected by the triple gems. Finally, may you all attain ultimate happiness of the nirvana. Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. During this award was so faithful. I have mistake in